श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। इत्यस्य मन्त्रस्य ब्रह्मऋषिगायत्री छन्दः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप श्रीरामकृष्णो देवतारित्यादिन्यासो विधियोगः। ॐ ब्रह्मऋषये नमः। ॐ गायत्री छन्दसे नमः। ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ऐं अनुष्ठाभ्यां धर्मरान्तर्जनेभ्यां स्वाहा मध्यमाभ्यां वषट् गृन्दनामिकाभ्यां मोक्षणं कनिष्ठाभ्यां वषट् ऐं रामकृष्णकरतलपृष्ठाभ्यामस्त्राय फट् ऐं हृदयाय नमः रां शिरसे स्वाहा मां शिखायै वषट् कृन्तवचाय मोक्षणं नेत्राभ्यां वषट् ऐं रामकृष्णकरतलपृष्ठाभ्यामस्त्राय फट् ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ हृदयकमलमध्ये राजितं निर्विकल्पं सदसदखिलभेदातीतमेकस्वरूपं प्रकृतिविकृतिशून्यं नित्यमानन्दमूर्तिं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। निरुपममतिसूक्ष्मं निष्प्रपञ्चं निरेहं गगनसदृशमीशं सर्वभूतादिवासं त्रिगुणरहितसच्चित् ब्रह्मरूपं वरेण्यं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। वितरतुमवतीर्णं ज्ञानभक्तिप्रशान्ति प्रणयचित्तं जीवदुःखासहिष्णु धृतसहजसमाधिं चिन्मयं कोमलाङ्गं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। ॐ हृत्पद्मासनं दद्यात् सहस्रारच्युतामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयोर्दद्यात् मनस्वर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेनामृतेनाचमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धस्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकं चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधां बुधिः नाभितत्त्वतिघण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चाम्बरं सहस्रारं भवेत् चक्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकं नृत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेखलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यै भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेत् भावगोचरम् अमायमनहङ्कारमरागममदं तथा अमोहम् अदम्भं च अद्वेषाक्षोभं तथा अमात्सर्यम् अलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधा। हिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दयापुष्पं क्षमापुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशे भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजये शिवम्। ॐ ऐं देशबन्धुः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ ऐं इदं सचन्दनपुष्पं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ वनस्पतिरस्तु दिव्यो आधेयं सर्वदेवानां रूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ ऐं देशरूपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ सुप्रकाशो महादीपो सर्वस्तिमिरापः सबाह्याभ्यन्तरः ज्योतिः दीपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ ऐं केशदीपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ ऐं इदं सोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे तावदेवाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ध्यायेत् चित्तसरोजस्थां सुखासीनां कृपामयीं प्रसन्नवदनां देवीं विभुजां स्थिरलोचनाम् आलुलायितकेशार्धवक्षस्थलविमण्डितां श्वेतवस्त्रावृतार्धाङ्गा हेमालङ्कारभूषितां स्वपूर्वन्यस्तहस्तांश्च ज्ञानभक्तिप्रदायिनी शुभ्रां ज्योतिर्मयीं जीव पापसन्तापहारिणीम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं ईशगन्धः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं इदं सचन्दनपुष्पं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं ईशधूपः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं ईशदीपः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं इदं सोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं केशसचन्दनपुष्पाञ्जलिः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ एतेगन्तपुष्पे श्रीमद्विवेकानन्दाय नमः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। So let us now have Aratrikam. Abhijit, you have the clip microphone. Today it is like this. You didn't bring that clip one?
Oh, I got this one.
Okay, whatever. So although we don't have the printed script, or you have the printed script of Arati?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Very good.
Is it on, Maharaj?
Huh?
Is it on?
Pardon?
Is it on? Microphone?
No, it will be on now. Yeah.
You're very close.
Hello,
It's good.
is it audible?
Yeah.
Very much.
Okay. नमोस्तुते। Krishna Deva ki Jai. Jai Shri Sarada Devi ki Jai. Jai Shri Swami Vivekananda ki Jai. So, as has been informed, and as has been our tradition for many, many years now, that in December, around the Holy Mother's birthday celebration, and we think about, we in a way meditate upon this unbelievably great phenomena, Holy Mother, unbelievable, and yet so real, so effective. It is a great blessing that descended upon humanity in the form of Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi. It is Sri Ramakrishna, certainly a great blessing, but from some angles, if you see that Holy Mother is a bigger blessing in the practical field, when we try to implement the message of Vedanta, or for that matter, any proper religion, then so many difficulties face us. There are the various personal issues, health issues, psychological problems, then the issues with the family, the society, and so many works interfere, it is that they interfere with our spiritual goal. Every person has some understanding of spirituality, as we were discussing in yesterday's retreat. Everybody has this feeling of I, the spiritual entity. Even on Friday, I was speaking to various classes at La Salle Academy, and they had such nice questions. Mostly they were being from La Salle Academy, they were Catholics, but they were interested, deeply interested in understanding the Hindu thought, and for last 15 years I have been going there twice a year. So a question was being discussed that who we are we this body? Apparently that is what we refer to, I am this body. But just a little deeper introspection tells that I am not the body. And then I also am not the mind. And whatever is subject to change, I am not that, because I am unchanging. And this is actually even a very ordinary person with a few steps of logic can easily understand and see this truth. But then who am I? Difficult to say. So one student with a very smiling face, he said, we are spirit. Said, yeah, right, we are spirit. As a 12th grade student, so, and he was looking, trying to make sense of things. But then when I asked, well, then what are we? Who am I? Who are you? And then he spontaneously said, we are spirit. So why I brought this up is that everybody has that understanding in some corner of this awareness that I am spirit. And then when you see what spirit is, that student was then a little bit taken aback. That do you see now? Let us see what spirit is. Can it be localized in a place? No, it is. So everywhere, it is everywhere. And it is all times it is there. So now who you are? You are everywhere. Since you are not body, you are not mind, you are spirit. Means you are everywhere and you are present all the time. So, knowing this, the question is now how to reconcile that with what is called practical life. In our day-to-day practical life, we have to get engaged in so many different things which seem to be related to our existence as body. And we see that as in conflict with our spiritual understanding. This Boni came from Massachusetts. What is name of your town? Advaita? What? Shrewsbury. So from Shrewsbury, they traveled to Stores, Connecticut. So now what traveled? When you then, oh, I am going to Stores today. So body traveled, spirit, did it travel? When you say that I go to from Shrewsbury to Stores, what traveled? Just think about it, what did it travel? Spirit we just saw, it's everywhere. Can it travel? Is there a need for the spirit to travel anywhere? No. But I traveled means what? There I means body. Body traveled. So there comes a conflict in our life, and many just push their spiritual awareness or spiritual understanding back. Oh well, this is not what I can think of. I have to deal with so many things in life that for example, our Rashmi would say that, oh, I have to go to school and I have to go to teach and I have to do so many things. So it is not possible for me to think of I as spirit. I am body, and body is localized. It is here. When Boni is in Stores, Boni is not physically in Shrewsbury. It is obvious, isn't it? So there is a conflict about where we should reconcile these different things. Very confusing. So, Holy Mother is the answer to that. Without Holy Mother, I myself feel for sure the practical spiritual life would have been really impossible for me. It is that she had no conflict whatever. She is Mother. She is everywhere. She is Mother of all. While on our way being, driving, we were reading this nice, great biography of Holy Mother by Swami Gambhirananda. Sri Sarada Devi, Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi. wonderful book. Swami Chetananandji wrote a new book, but there also he says that this is the book that inspired him, and he has written that biography mostly based on this. It is the Bengali original book is a little bigger one, has a few more things than the English book. So anyway, but this English is quite enough for us as a way to understand, to feel. It is more the question of feeling rather than understanding. And that is, Holy Mother is to be something to be felt. That a presence who has no conflict. Our life is just interspersed and strewn through conflicts. But Holy Mother, one thing you will very easily notice as you read her biography, no conflict between this body, mind and spirit. All is, they reconcile with each other very well. It is, the spirit is all pervading, but that very spirit manifests without any conflict or contradiction involved in this body, in this particular role. Now body, as we saw, it is here or there, not everywhere. And then that body has some specific relative status. For the want of a better word, I am using this word status. Means, as a person, you are something, that you have a role, like our Advaita has a role. I am a student. That role Shubham had 2 years ago. Now he is out of that role, and he is an employee. He is working. So now each has a role here. That it is our Thakurji, Lakshman Thakur, he is professor, he has a role, and he has a job that is cut out, that it is, this is what you must do. Now there is a problem now. Am I spirit or am I Lakshman Thakur, professor who has to teach? Different roles appear to be there, and we feel this conflict. So should I keep on thinking I am spirit, I am all pervading, and what will happen to then you say I have to grade students and all that? The spirit will not be able to grade the students, you see. Holy Mother has the answer to all these problems. Very practical answers, not given just through words, but through the life, that living example. She is mother of all. We were reading that this two devotees, they had this problem, and so they asked mother. One was that Swami. He asked Holy Mother, are you really my mother? Are you really my mother? He asked that, well, how do you look upon us? And she replies, I look upon you as Narayana, means God. But then how you are our mother? You mean that we are Narayana, and then how you happen to be our mother? Well, she has no, you are my mother, I am your mother also. I am the mother of all who are the different forms of Narayana. Where is the conflict? She is engaged in all works, not like sitting on a high pedestal and like a goddess Devi, and somebody is waving that lamp and they fan and nothing like that. She is doing all household chores, and while that is happening, she is giving all necessary advice also. And the advice is given not by just mouth. Words were being uttered by the mouth, but those words were becoming manifest in her those ordinary actions. That tremendous love was there, sans attachment. Very nice statement we read here in this book, that her life otherwise was like anyone, any person who is engaged in all the household works, like say any woman, or for that matter any man, and doing all those little chores, and taking care of children, saying, oh, this is my child, I have to take my child to school or to the playground or has some other class, whatever. I have to cook for my child. All those things are there. Nothing is absent, Although she is Holy Mother, she has all these mother's duties constantly going on, and she has so many children. And there was one conversation, Holy Mother's mother. What is her name? Teresa, do you remember? No. Shama Sundari. Correct. Actually, I was banking upon her, to give lecture today. That it is that you give, yesterday I gave a lot of talks. So, but she is adamant, that no, I don't want to give lecture. And then it is, you can easily realize God, but rather than trying to convince Teresa, Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, you can ask her, that it is. So she went on saying, no way, Jose. So it is, but at least she is told the name Shama Sundari. So this Shama Sundari was worried that my poor daughter, she got married to this kind of a man who is for all practical purposes insane. And not only insane, has no interest in that kind of family life, married life at all. So my dear daughter will not get that kind of pleasures in life, and she will not have any children. Nobody will be there to call her mother. So when Sri Ramakrishna heard about it, he told that, oh, mother-in-law, don't get worried on that count. I will give your daughter such children that the whole world will be proud of them. It is that humankind will find them like the jewels. They are the jewels of mankind. I will give such children to your daughter. And then on another occasion he said, oh, she will have so many children that she will get tired of, everybody calling mother, mother, mother. She will get tired of hearing all this. So she had all these children. She was looking upon them as God, Narayana. At the same time, looking upon them as her children. That is how her conflictless life. It is what is wrong in that she could not understand what's the problem here. I look upon them as Narayana, God, and I look upon them as my children. I am their mother. I am mother. So there was. This is the teaching, great teaching that we have to see, that all our roles, different roles in life, that also you can see, this mother's biography, of course, there is so much to say and one can really not say anything. It is because whatever you try to say is after all very, very limited compared to the unfathomably huge storehouse of wisdom that she carries in her. So even if you say that, look, she has so many roles. She is a guru. She is the mother of so many. She has the other family, means her parental side, and they were all her brothers, except one who died early. All of them were very worldly people, thinking of money and nothing else. And they saw that in their elder, this sister, Sarada Devi, a source of money, because she has so many devotees who bring money to her. Let us plunder, so it is. That was their idea. So she had that role also, the elder sister to all of them. She has the role as a wife of Sri Ramakrishna. So she was fulfilling that role also completely. She has the role to play as wife, as mother, as the sister, as a counselor to so many people coming to her, and no conflict. The same person has all different roles, and there is, in Holy Mother's life, there is no conflict. What your son told you, that she is by profession a psychologist, a therapeutic psychologist. So it is, and she has a son, she is mother. So when her son was a student in that school, so in the same school she was a psychologist. So the son, very frankly, is a wise guy, told her that you cannot be my mom and my shrink at the same time. So, but for Holy Mother, that conflict is not there. She would have said, Holy Mother would have said, no, I am your mother as well as your shrink also. Don't worry, I will make you shrunk very well. So, it is, she is doing all different little works that a guru, as guru, she should not be doing it. For example, it is not considered right for the guru to pick up the leftover plates or the leaves and clean that place for the disciples. That could bring some sin on the part of the devotees or disciples. No, no, you should not be doing it for us. It is for us to do it for you. Okay, but there is the role of mother also there. That the mother does it all for the children. Children, they eat and go to play, they throw everything there. So, so mother is there to take care of it. So, as mother, she was doing that, and at the same time, she was imparting the lesson as the guru. That look, this is how you should behave. You will have so many different roles to play. Let one role not be conflicting to another role at all, because both or many roles, they are again the part of the same, one without second, infinite existence. There is no division there. It is manifested like that. It is like the electricity we see. This is just an example. It is manifesting through all these light fixtures. And the electricity has no conflict like that, whether I should enter this bulb or that bulb. I can do both, all those things which are connected to me, I will illumine all of them. So, we get connected to Holy Mother, and that's about it, we have the illumination is just there. Our lives do get illumined by that contact. So, it is a phenomena that is inexplicable, denoted in our scriptures, especially the Tantra scriptures. And there is the Vedanta, and then another way of achieving that very goal is Tantra. So many Vedantists, including Shankaracharya, was also in the Tantra practice. So in Tantra, a very special symbol is for this purpose, and that is how the great hymn written by Swami Vivekananda in praise of Sri Ramakrishna begins. Om Hrim Ritam. That is Sri Ramakrishna. Om, the absolute, the repository of everything. It is beyond all descriptions, beyond name, form. Om. In Om, everything is dissolved. It is like you, just again an analogy, you put so many things in a bag. Some people have such tremendous skill in packing the bag, I wonder that I really wear these all things in that one bag. They have tremendous skills. Put it there, okay, it will go there, it will push it. And then, so now when you pack everything in that bag, you won't see anything. So Om is that kind of a bag in which the whole universe is there. None of that universe is seen. It is there, but not seen. It is, you can even not say it is there, because the idea of isness also is included in that. Now that very thing gets opened up, as it were, and you have this multiplicity. That phenomena is presented in this mystic another symbolic letter, Reem. Om, Reem. That one appears as many. How it happens, don't ask. You can never logically explain it. Impossible. And then the third word in that hymn, Ritam, a very special word. Ritam means now in this multiplicity there is I and you. There is now the relativity. Your functions are fixed. Your functions are fixed. That it is, everybody has a function. A crow has a function and a duck has another function. Human beings have one function. Lion has another function. The earth has one function. Sun has another function. And they are all now tied to their particulars and their functionalities, which have the rules now. Now there is the realm of logic, realm of rationality. That is called rhythm, relative truth. That it is Om, Reem, there is no relativity in that. It is all absolute. Rhythm, relative, but not divorced from the absolute. It is that very absolute appears in all these relative forms. So that is rhythm. It is a very profound word, rhythm. That it is used in the Vedantic literature so often. Rhythm, the relative truth, relative laws. Rhythm also therefore refers to the fruits of karma that you get. It is, there is no karma, there is no thing, I am the infinite Brahman. Yes, but there is the relative karma, that what you do will have a result. So now that is there. The relative functionalities are there. So thus you have that also as Sri Ramakrishna. This Reem aspect is this Holy Mother, Reem and Rhythm. That it is in Sri Ramakrishna, you see, he is working hard without attachment. Holy Mother also is working tirelessly. But one thinks that for Sri Ramakrishna, that kind of work is easy to get detached from. You may not involve in lot of attachment. After all, what he was doing worship, singing all the divine songs, and giving advice to the devotees, and going into samadhi. It is easy to practice detachment there. But when you are involved in all the daily activities, hundreds of people are coming to you, you are cooking for them, you are arranging for their stay, people come to you with some relative problems. It is very simple problems, what to do, and you have to give a solution for that. What is to be done? It is all very, very difficult. That it is. We were reading yesterday that incident. A great educator, it has proved to be such a big educator for me, where you see no conflict, no scope for depression, no a scope for, oh, now I am doomed. Nothing like that. That all the party of Holy Mother was going to Vishnupur, a place near that, and they had taken the provisions for on the way to cook, eat, and then proceed further. And there were no McDonald's on the way that you just stop and go there, nothing like that. So it is. So they had taken provisions, pots, then some way to light the fire, and in the evening for cooking supper, then they stopped. An earthen pot was put on fire with water and this rice and dal mixed, On such occasions, the simplest food is made, khichdi. And with one this fire, you can cook all put together. If you want to cook separate things, then you have to you need various other fires. So put one pot. In one pot, whatever this especially the rice and the lentils. That is the most commonly eaten food, rice and lentils. And if you have some some vegetables, cut and put in that, put some oil, some seasoning, some salt, and done with it. So now the pot was boiling, there the cooking was happening, almost done, and then the pot broke, earthen pot. The khichdi was done. The pot broke, all the khichdi naturally spilled on the ground, and everybody except Holy Mother, they were cursing their this fortune. Now what can be done now? What can be done? It is such a great lesson, that now we will have to just have fasting today. Tonight there will be no food, just fast. No, but Holy Mother was thinking fast. No such idea at all of depression. She immediately took that very piece of the broken pot and taking it, collected all that what was spilled in a bigger piece of that very pot. Come on, filled it. It is whatever could be picked. Then see, nothing is left out. And that how can this be offered to God now? Because without offering to God, you should not be eating anything. So Holy Mother had no conflict about it. She picked up what? A leaf, so many trees were there, a leaf was taken. Took out the picture of Sri Ramakrishna from her bag. Took out the picture of Sri Ramakrishna, nicely kept it, and then poured a little of that collected from the ground, that khichdi that was collected from the ground like this, and gave it to Sri Ramakrishna, prayed. Sri Ramakrishna, this is the arrangement today is like this. Arrangement today is like this. Please enjoy the food. And of course, I am sure Sri Ramakrishna must have enjoyed that. It is. And then everybody sat for eating. She said to everybody, hey, come on, you all, don't waste time, come on, we have to move on, reach the destination. And then all of them sat, Holy Mother herself served and sat for eating herself. And then tasted that khichdi. Oh, khichdi has come out so good. So, what does it mean? This incident is simple incident. But worth meditating, isn't it, Arohi? Yeah, never feel that the situation is gone. No, every situation, think of this solution. What can be done now? It is that is the idea. You can see that Holy Mother's life, no conflict, and no conflict in offering that to Sri Ramakrishna. That her great teachings like this, they are kind of summarized in something that she said Sri Ramakrishna used to say. Sri Ramakrishna taught her this, that Jekhane Jemon, Shekhane Temon, means as is the place, according to that place you have to adjust your behavior. The place is different now, and then you adjust your behavior according to that place, but that is the important part of it. But without letting go the ideal. The ideal is to be held on to. The place being different, now you change your behavior so that it is, on the one hand, it is suitable for that place, and also it gives you that your progress towards the ideal doesn't get hampered by that. This is what is, ecosystems that they use in modern these things, that according to the that ecology, now you adjust your behavior, adjust things around you so that it matches with that situation. I many times give talk on this. This is a very nice theme to think about, psycho-cybernetics. It is that as is the information, so accordingly mold your behavior so that your goal remains the same. Like you set the temperature 70 degrees or 65 degrees. If there is sensor there to measure the temperature, sense the temperature. If the temperature falls below 60 degrees, then it calls for heat. Automatically the heat will start. If it goes beyond 75 degrees, automatically it will shift on to cooling process. It is because our goal is to maintain the temperature at 65. So to maintain that, we have no control over what the temperature outside is. Do you have control, Teresa? That let there be no snow at all. And even if it happens, so many people will curse you that there was no snow this time. So that is not the solution. But you don't want to, it is so cold. So therefore, now make arrangement so that your room becomes warm enough. You cannot keep the whole world at that temperature, and that is neither desirable nor possible. It is, but your ecosystem, your body temperature gets a comfortable thing. So this is how you see from Holy Mother, Jekhane Jemon, Shekhane Temon. Jekhon Jemon, now there is a time component. According to not just the place, but the time. What time is it? According to the times that we live in, we have to now adjust our behavior. Like, think of this Swamis living in ancient India, and they would not be putting this kind of clothes. Not possible. They wouldn't be giving such sermons in English. Not possible. But now the times have changed, and the place that you are in has changed. So One Swami told me when I was, long ago, I was a college student, and then I asked him that it is mandated, isn't it, that the Swamis should not put on any stitched garment? And then he said, well, that is a mandate for the old time. That is, those things will change. As the times change, place change, those things will change. What will not change, he was very clear about that too. That the spirit, that God alone is real, and so we have to practice dispassion and discernment. Viveka Vairagya, that is the important thing. Devotion, Viveka, Vairagya, they should remain the same whether ancient or modern. But the living styles, they should get adjusted to this place and time without giving up the ideal. And so, jekhane jemon, shekhane temon, according to place. As the place changes, according to that place you change your behavior. It is like they say here also, if you are in Rome, behave like Romans. It is, it is. But we feel confused. Then what will happen to our ideal? I got a question, from a very traditional young man, but was stuck in that old Indian religious tradition, was not able to come out of it. So he, from that city of Pune, he now lives in America, came here for the job, and is married and all that. So, but he said, how can one practice religion here? It is impossible here, without having all these rituals at home and in society. How can one practice it? So he was very much confused about this. So the religion is now doomed. So he sent me a big email, then we had a telephone conversation, and some time back in the month of May, he came to see me in Chicago. So it is that how the religion can be practiced? Well, religion can be practiced. You have to change your external things. And this has been the case all the time. Many of the worships that you do now, they were not there during the Vedic times. In the course of time, they got evolved, but the ideal was always there. So, relative, these values and the absolute values, they both need to be properly harmonized. In Holy Mother's life, there is absolutely no disharmony about in anything. It is everything is so well automatically getting fitted with each other, harmoniously getting fitted with each other. No difficulty at all. So the door is open, okay, close it. It is, don't say, hey, let us stop the discourse. Not like that. It is, okay, a little cold air is not going to kill us. So it is like that. Jar jemon tar temon is another important aspect, of this whole time. That space, time and person. Every person is again different, like every place is different. every time is different, every person is very much different. And we find it so difficult to adjust our behavior to the different people, that each has a way of connecting with you. An administrator, a good administrator, has to have that tremendous skill of dealing with so many people, distributing works to them, adjusting to whatever. Each person has different potential, different capabilities, and different drawbacks. So it is important to be able to, instead of, no, I don't like this fellow, that is not Holy Mother's this. And if you don't like somebody for a reason, then stand in front of the mirror, and you should not like yourself at all. It is that they look at the divinity there. There is the divinity, there is the potential, there are so many capabilities. Now an administrator has to see that those are brought out and put to use, and how the drawbacks that that person has and who doesn't have. The drawbacks are to be kept under check, so that just as we do in gardening, don't let the weeds come up. Our Vivek does lot of gardening. So he sees that the weeds don't get scope. What we want to plant, that gets scope. So this is Holy Mother, that people would come with all that human baggage, and she, without getting perturbed, without spending time in that criticizing or saying bad things about people, she would just take them as they are. As they are. What a common administrator doesn't or need not do, but Holy Mother as a teacher has to do. She accepts us as we are, but does not let us be as we are, makes us evolve and realize our divine potential. So this is Holy Mother. Sri Ramakrishna did it, but he told Holy Mother, pointing to his own body, after all what this fellow has done, just a little bit. You have to do a lot more. And she did a lot more. Our lives will become, really so full of positive attitude. No such that, this is not mine, I cannot do this. Then, if that situation is, you have to face this situation with a happy demeanor. Just distribute that bliss of God that is in us. That is something that we can all do. Harboring negativity is a big problem with us. And we harbor resentments, negativities, keep on stocking them in our house, means in the mind, house of the mind. Collect all the negativities. Wherever you find them, dig them out and put them in us. And then what happens to our life? It is just a heap of garbage, you see. Resentments, bad feelings, and anger, jealousies, that fill our mind. Do we want it? Do we want it? Nobody wants it. Let us be clear about it, that I don't want it to happen. Then, but what can I do? That fellow, he came and said this to me. Don't get upset about it. Can you control what that person should say? No. It is. And have you not said something like that or worse to some people? So you also have those problems in you. So do not lose your balance. Do not lose your smile. It is, we all want to be happy, but do all sorts of things ourselves to make our life miserable. Nobody brings misery to us. It is, we take pains to bring misery to ourselves. Holy Mother shows the way. No, you can make your life full of happiness, harmony, love, which does not seek any returns. That kind of love. She is mother, real mother. That is that conversation that was going on. One question was deliberately asked to her just to see if she now feels some kind of conflict. You look upon everybody as your child? Yes. What about Sri Ramakrishna? I look upon him also as my child. Oh, but he is your husband. What does it matter? He is my husband, no doubt about it, but he is also my child. That yes, it is, I look upon them as Narayana, I look upon them as my children. And she said, I am your real mother. The genetic mother is for a time being, It is the real mother. She said, I am your real mother. Means what? That I am the source of everything. Everything comes out of me. I will be taking care of you, not only in this birth, not only your worldly well-being, but I will be your mother, taking care of you all the time. So she used to say, just feel that feeling, She said that whenever you feel distress, know that you have a mother, You have a mother who will take care of you. So friends, let us feel this. This is the mother that is with us, protecting us. She is taking care of us for our well-being. It is spiritual well-being. She is guiding us to all that. So let us pray. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, anything to say? Rashmi, you have to sing a nice song on Holy Mother. Come on.
Maharaj, what are some of the last words Sharda Ma
Yes.
gave as Upadesh?
Yes. That is, they have become so well known that my child, if you want peace, if you want peace, Jodi Shanti Chao, if you want peace, do not find fault with others. Find your own faults. Make everybody your own. There is no stranger here. And these were their last advice was that. It is so profound that do not see faults of others if you want peace. It is so simple, that we want peace, all of us. What, Sandhya, you don't want? You also want, okay, good, yeah. So don't think by just resigning from the job you will get peace, no. It is, but the way to it is so simple. Don't find faults of others. You don't get paid for that. Already people have so much work. And then we take additional burden of finding faults of others. Do you get paid for that? What, Vivek? No. So why go and take trouble of finding Rashmi's faults? She is not going to pay you for that. Yes, so it is. It is a futile exercise that destroys our peace. We don't get anything but restlessness. So, if we want peace in life, a very simple solution. Do not find faults of others. That doesn't help you in any way. But if you want to find faults, find your own faults so that you can apply some corrective. And everybody is our own. In this world there is no stranger. The same self is in all. Where is the stranger? In La Salle Academy I gave this example that I love this, very nice, Is it when your left hand gets scratched or wounded, the right hand spontaneously goes to help it without feeling that so now the left hand must be indebted to me or I have done such good thing today. Right hand doesn't feel, oh, I have done such a charitable act today. It is so because what? The feeling of one. The same hand and the left hand and right hand, they belong to the same one. So actually we all are like different bubbles, different particles of water in the ocean. We are one. So everybody is my own, and nobody is stranger here. Yes, Meera.
Thank you for today and for this story. I'll read the book, but you won't be a spoiler if you tell me the answer. What happened with Holy Mother and her brothers and sisters when they said, we want the money for greed? And here she is, I put myself in her place, and people giving her donations, and she has the obligation to take the money because she's obligated, in my head, to do the right thing, to give to those in need. But her own brothers and sisters, it's a matter of perception. They might not be in need in the same ways that somebody without food, but they're in need because of their anguish of their own greed and what have you. How did she do that?
She managed that very well, that she didn't. Again, the point is the whole mind is pivoted to God. So there is no conflict. Okay, they are my brothers. You cannot change it. that yes, they are my brothers, and they have whatever they think that their sister should do, let them think. That doesn't mean I will be obliging them all the time. She was very firm also and very kind also. It is. So that is how the situation was taken care of. Always there was the monastics, Ramakrishna Mutt Swamis. These brothers knew that if they go to them, they will get money, because the monks see these as the brothers, the family of our mother. So, but there was always a limit. So, there was no disharmony and no heartburns. So that is how she could handle that, and that is a lesson for us also. That we also have so many demands on our time. If you become rich, and therefore don't win a lottery ticket, because then you will discover that you have so many relatives that never met you before, asking for, hey. So it is no disharmony in any of these things. Also, that is again a special aspect of Holy Mother's teachings, that don't look upon your lineage as giving you some special devotion. Holy Mother's family means her brothers. What did they have? They didn't have any spiritual attitude in their life. They had greed, and that greed has no limit. Need has some limit. It is well said that the world has enough to satisfy the need of people, but not the greed of people. So they will have that. And just because you are born from the same womb doesn't mean that you will share the same spiritual qualities. That is a lesson that needs to be borne in mind, because we are very closely connected with our genetic relationship, our family. And our family goes to this church or goes to this temple. That's it. So I cannot go elsewhere. My family is not religious, so I also have to follow that. It is all silly. It is, you may be from the same household, doesn't mean that your life will get developed in the same manner, not necessarily at all. Yeah. Any other question we have? Do you have any question there? No. So let us have this song by Rashmi.
जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जन्मों से कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्री आई हो तुम रूप छुपा के आई हो तुम रूप छुपा के राम कृष्ण सह धर्मिणी हो के आई हो तुम रूप छुपा के राम कृष्ण सह धर्मिणी हो के धन्य करो माँ दर्शन दे के कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्री ज्ञान रूपा तुम ज्ञानदायिनी ज्ञान रूपा तुम ज्ञानदायिनी भक्ति रूप तुम भक्ति प्रदायिनी ज्ञान रूपा तुम ज्ञानदायिनी भक्ति रूप तुम भक्ति प्रदायिनी भक्त जनों के पाप नाश कर भक्त जनों के पाप नाश कर कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे कृपा करो माँ शारद माते जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे जगत जननी माँ हे जगधात्रे जगत जननी माँ
In the month of January, we will not have this meeting. We will take a winter break. Sometimes in the middle of February or late February, we shall assemble again to celebrate Sri Ramakrishna's birthday. It is in February, of 19th February, I think. Actually, yeah, it is here. You can take these, these are our calendars. When is Sri Ramakrishna's birthday? February 21. That happens to be Tuesday. So, let us see when we will have that celebration.
But we will have it here for Connecticut.
Yeah. We will have the Connecticut event also and the event there also. So, you have to send the request.
So you will tell us the date.
The date. It will be Sunday. So it could be either Sunday, it is Tuesday, so Sunday before that, that would be February 19. February 19, it will be at the Vedanta Society. So we can have it here on February 26.
26.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can mention that I got this, anybody who is not in our mailing list, I'll put it there, you can give your email address, okay? Another thing I want to say, that those two write-ups we gave, if anybody wants to take them home, please take them home. Okay, so you can chant it when you do your so we got a lot of extra copies. Take those if you want.
And
Please
this is
sign
the
this in case you
New
want to.
Year card, New Year
Yeah.
greeting card from Vedanta Society. It also gives in the back page the list of celebrations that will be happening. The dates are to be taken as tentative. Usually we stick to them, but sometimes the circumstances make us change those. We saw in Holy Mother's life, as the times change, we have to adjust to that. So, and it also has given, every year we have a theme. This year the theme is Sarah Bull's house. Sarah Bull, who was one of the first helpmates of Swami Vivekananda in America. So, and that house, which is still standing there, one can visit that house, 168 Brattle Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts. So, please have them. Most of you are on our mailing list also, but since you are taking it now, we don't have to send it to you by mail. Yeah. Please take it. Yeah. Okay then. So 26th February. Now you don't have to wait for confirmation.
19th February.
26th February.